This is John Martinka, and this is my January 2012 videocast. And today we're going to talk about being aggressive versus being defensive. While my prime example is going to be about a buy-sell transaction, being aggressive or not being defensive applies to just about everything in life and in business. Let's look at marketing as a very quick example. Marketing for your business has to be aggressive, constant, and consistent. By that I mean you have to be going after your customers and prospective customers all the time to keep your name in front of them. Constantly means on a regular basis, and consistently means with no breaks. You can't market for a month and then take 2 months off. You have to always be doing it. That's where the term drip marketing comes from, that you are constantly dripping your name in front of your customers to keep you top of mind to them. But let's look at the buy-sell world. The New York Times in December of 2011 had an article about the pent-up demand for small business sales. What they said was that since 2008 there are a lot of owners who would love to sell their business and the market just wasn't right. And there's going to be a lot of businesses on the market in the next few years. Now if you're a seller, what do you want to hear from a buyer? You want to hear them talk about the growth of the company, the opportunities within that company, the bright future for that company. What you don't want to hear is defensive talk. You don't want to hear about the risks, the protections, the downside that they may be looking at. That's not the buyer for you. Now, if you're a business buyer, whether you're a company or an individual, here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to be so defensive that the perfect offer that you make is one that has a lot of risk on the seller. Like a client of mine from a dozen years ago. To him, once the fair market value was determined, he wanted to put in a down payment, maybe get some bank financing, a seller note, and then that balance would be an earnout. An earnout being a sharing of future growth in profits or sales. In his world, a good deal was one where if the business went absolutely perfect for the next 2 or 3 years, the seller got the fair market price. Nothing more for taking on the risk of maybe not getting even to the fair market price because the earnout may not be hit. So whether it's life or it's business, we're talking about buying a business, here's how a business buyer lost a deal recently. His offer was very defensive. The analysis of why the purchase price he was offering was where it was all about the things wrong with the company, not the things right, not the opportunity. The seller read the offer and figured this buyer was scared and financially not capable of doing the deal. His comment was, there's nothing to talk about. End of potential deal. Now, being aggressive has to be balanced with some common sense. Because in business, and especially in the buying or selling of a business, you are making a leap of faith, no matter what side of the transaction you're on. And what you want to do is to make an aggressive leap, but you want it to be off a chair, not off the roof. This is John Martinka with January 2012 videocast. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next month with another one.